What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and some pretty spicy news around Girl Scout cookies. Now, I don't think many people believe that Girl Scout cookies are healthy. The best way, my opinion, ranking Girl Scout cookies, of course, is frozen Thin Mints, peanut butter, the sandwiches, not the patties, then non-frozen Thin Mints, then peanut butter patties, and then whatever else they sell. It's been a long time since I had Girl Scout cookies, even though it looks like I eat them all the time. But I don't think anyone was really under the impression that they were healthy. That said, there's a new report that came out that looks very, very, very bad for them. And it was highlighted on Joe Rogan, which of course is not good. This is the clip that's kind of going viral all over the internet.
Like they've done studies on Girl Scout cookies where they
I don't want to play the music background. Let's see if I can find the clip without music, because I'm sure it will get claimed. And right now, Joe Rogan, Girl Scouts, the clips that are going around. Let's see here.
Why do you have to give them hormones?
Nope, that's not it. Here
I was reading some study on
we go.
This
This is the clip.
I was reading some study on fucking on Girl Scout cookies. Like how many, like they've done studies on Girl Scout cookies where they break
Girl
them down and
Scout
find out
cookies.
what's in them. Oh, holy shit. They're fucking toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
It's somebody bad. I'll send it to you, Jamie, because I sent it to my wife because she's trying to avoid Girl Scout cookies.
You see
Because
the
those little,
smiling face of
those
the
little
Girl
hustlers.
Scout. You can imagine she's gonna give you something bad.
yeah, those little hustlers,
Yeah.
they catch you at the grocery store.
By the way, I no longer have any problem saying no to Girl Scout cookies. Like, the people come around. I don't know when it happened, but there used to be a time when the actual Girl Scouts would come around selling the cookies. They would be hard to say no to. But now it's just like their parents walking around the bowling league being like, hey, do you want to buy cookies for my kid? I just say no right to their stupid faces because I don't care. Or the Girl Scouts that set up at grocery stores. I'm like, no. You got to walk door to door selling these cookies. If I'm buying them from the grocery store, I'll just buy them from the grocery store. You got to work for your hustle. When I was in the Boy Scouts, we had to sell Christmas wreaths, and you had to go door to door to door to sell those things. We weren't setting up at the grocery store and getting, people en masse.
I'll
Probably my fault. I certainly did do that when I sold candy bars for the Little League.
find this for you, Jamie. There was this thing about. Oh, here it is. The different seed oils, all the different things in them.
This video?
Yeah, it's probably one of them. What does it say here? Thin Mints being the worst offenders. 5 flavors of Girl Scout cookies contained. Scroll up, back up. Contained levels of glyphosate and heavy metals above EPA water safety limits. New investigation found 100% of tested Girl Scout cookies contained glyphosate. 100%. Controversial herbicide and Roundup. 88% contained toxic metals like arsenic, lead, and mercury.
Yikes. Now, what they're going to say is, we'll look at the Girl Scouts response, to be fair. We'll talk about, ppms and ppbs. Well, if ppms are part per million, I don't know if ppb is parts per billion, but it probably is.
Key finding, Thin Mints had the highest glyphosate levels at 111.07 ppb, 334 times what experts say is harmful.
334 times harmful levels.
Peanut butter patties had the highest heavy metal contamination, with lead reaching 42.5 ppb and aluminum at 27,500 ppb, ppm. 76% of cookies tested exceeded cadmium safety limits, and 96 contained lead.
That's wild.
Girl
man.
Scout
That
USA,
is
which
wild.
sells 200 million boxes per year, $800 million in revenue, did not respond to researchers before publication. I wonder
Didn't
why.
respond.
Bro, there's lead in Girl Scout cookies. Lead. Okay? I mean, yes. Here's what, of course we know Girl Scout cookies, there's an armed man with a hatchet, of course, because big city problems. 100% of Girl Scout cookies tested contain toxic metals and glyphosate. The result of the study revealed that 100% of samples proved positive for the presence of glyphosate and toxic metals. Additionally, 88% of the samples tested positive for all 5 toxic metals. Cadmium levels exceeded EPA limits in 76% of the samples. Lead was found in 96% of the cookies sampled. This is very concerning since the high levels of glyphosate alone can lead to various health issues, such as endocrine disruption, cancer, miscarriages, gut issues, autism, and sperm damage. It is typically used as a dyeing agent before crops, such as oats. Before crops, I assume it means 4 crops, such as oat, wheat, barley, and legumes are harvested. Oh no, before they're harvested. It also serves as a weed killer for various GMO crops, such as canola, soy, corn, and beet sugar. Unfortunately, many of these foods are common Girl Scout cookie ingredients. Yikes. Now, of course, Snopes running cover. Girl Scout cookies are accused of containing toxins. Here's why they're still safe to eat. I don't know about you. I've been on and off a health kick for the past year or two. You know, getting rid of microplastics, drinking more water. I could do so much better. I need to lose a lot more weight. This is known, right? But like in a world where I can either consume glyphosates or whatever, lead and toxic metals, or I could not consume them, I will just choose not to consume them. I don't really need to know, well, the levels aren't really high enough. This is according to Snopes. A child would have to eat 9,000 cookies in a day to approach harmful levels of the pesticide or naturally occurring heavy metals. Oh, well, geez, that's okay. I'll just eat them then. Yeah, if you're not eating 9,000 of them, you're not going to die. Did they really do the over 9,000 meme? They literally did the over 9,000 meme. Self-described consumer groups, Moms Across America and GMO Science posted lab reports in which Girl Scout cookies tested positive for heavy metals and herbicide glyphosate. Lab reports that glyphosate are naturally occurring heavy metals, arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury, and aluminum in the cookies were at levels well within the safety guidelines established by the FDA. Gee, I wonder why they wanted to keep RFK Jr. out of the FDA. Could anybody possibly maybe guess why that is? Maybe the levels of, the heavy metals and all this other kind of stuff, maybe whatever the EPA says is good enough or high enough isn't. Maybe I don't want any amount. Maybe I don't want any amount of this harmful chemicals in my body. Maybe I don't trust the FDA. After the FDA has allowed numerous chemicals in this country that are very, very bad. In conjunction with the launch of the 2025 cookie season from Girl Scouts of the United States, claims spread online that the consumer favorite snack tested positive for toxic heavy metals and herbicide glyphosate. What do you mean claims? They did test positive. The claims spread on social media, including via TikTok videos of users capitalizing on said claim to share their recipes for homemade Girl Scout cookies. Good. The annual Girl Scout cookie sale is a billion-dollar industry, according to National Public Radio. Organizers call the annual initiative the largest entrepreneurial program in the world. The Girl Scouts acquire a host of invaluable entrepreneurial skills. No, they don't. They hustle their families, and their moms are doing the work for them. However, the past claims made by the MMA organization that Snopes have investigated. Snopes has said the tests was limited and the presentation of the results was misleading. Further, while lab results did indeed show varying levels of heavy metals and glyphosate, so the test did show that it had these things, right? That's what they're mad about. So they're gonna ticky tack on this. They're gonna say, "Ooh, well, yeah, I mean, it did have all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, it did have it. But, I mean, it wasn't as bad as they said." I mean, and are we really going to believe Snopes anymore these days? No, maybe the levels, maybe you decide, look, a couple of Thin Mints every once in a while isn't going to kill me. That's probably true. But the problem is, at least in America and many other Western countries, it's not just that the Thin Mints have it. It's that the Thin Mints have it, the The fruit snacks have it. We're pulling it other chemicals in, BPA's from plastics, microplastics, all this stuff, right? Maybe that's why we are, the richest country in the world with some of the worst health. It's not just that one thing has it, and that's that's the worst thing. Is that this stuff is in everything. And that's why they wanted to keep RFK Jr. out. I mean, you see, are Girl Scouts cookies safe to eat? Yes, but two groups say they contain toxins. What?
Buy them, you've come to the right place.
What? A 66-pound child will need to consume 9,000 cookies daily to approach EPA's chronic reference dose. Okay, but like I said, you're getting it from the cookies, you're getting it from the fruit snacks, you're getting it from the school lunch, they're getting it from the energy drinks, they're getting it from every little thing. Everything we're consuming has this stuff in it for the most part, most of it, unless you are extremely vigilant. So sure, maybe Girl Scout cookies alone won't give you heavy metal poisoning, but I don't think I'm signing up for just a little bit less heavy metal poisoning. I think I'm just going to not eat Girl Scout cookies. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.